Tropical Storm Nicole is moving away from our area, but that does not mean that we do not have a significant amount of work to do. Many things have happened here in the county. To give us more information as to how to move forward is Mayor Demings. Mayor?
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome here to the Orange County Emergency Operations Center. I am joined this afternoon by several individuals. I want to make certain that we acknowledge the current Commissioner for District 6 within Orange County, Victoria Siplin, but we're also joined by the Commissioner-elect today, Michael Scott. In addition, we have several other individuals who are present. We have our Orange County Manager, and we have from the Orlando Utilities Commission, the Vice President of Customer Experience, Ms. Louv Aviles, and from Duke Energy, Sally Thielen is here. I also asked our Utilities Director also this afternoon, and Mr. Joe Conkle is here. Should there be any additional questions, we may call on different ones of them to speak in just a few moments. But as we begin this afternoon, I want to remind our public that there's an opportunity to view today's press briefing in Spanish as well as Creole by going to ocfl.net/languages. Also to the Spanish-speaking media, if you have any questions in Spanish, we have the ability to do interpretations for that. And my special today, as we have now experienced another major storm here within our community. And many neighboring counties have residents who have unfortunately lost homes due to beach erosion and flooding, and thousands of residents are without power, including those right here within Orange County. You're going to hear from our energy companies who will talk about the restoration of power in just a few moments. It is, however, with deep sadness that I say to members of our public for this tropical storm, Nicole, to date, we have 4 probable storm-related deaths in Orange County that have been reported. 2 people were electrocuted when they got out of their car in the area of Pershing. Incident happened around 9:30 this morning. This really is a reminder to use extreme caution while out after a storm. Never touch a down power line. Always assume that it is a live wire. If you're driving and you see a down line, we suggest to you that you change directions immediately and call 911 so that officials can address the situation. The Orange County Sheriff's Office has advised us that they have an ongoing death investigation regarding that incident. In addition, there have been 2 other persons who died on our roadways as a result of a crash-related incident this morning. I'm told that the Florida Highway Patrol is investigating that incident that happened on the Florida Turnpike within Orange County. Since our last briefing, Tropical Storm Nicole was upgraded to a hurricane last night and made landfall as a Category 1 storm near the Vero Beach area earlier this morning. Orange County had sustained winds as high as 47 miles per hour and wind gusts as high as 66 miles for our county was during the early morning hours. While conditions have improved, we still expect to see windy conditions in the next few hours. We anticipate the storm to likely exit our area completely by around 4 p.m. or thereafter today. We ask that you continue to be cautious when venturing outdoors and traveling on our roadways. Damage assessment teams within Orange County are going out, and that will be an ongoing process for us. We are aware of several large trees that were down today and blocked roadways, and at least one fell on a residence. Thankfully, there were no injuries in that incident. Our crews have cleared most of the downed trees at this time. There were a number of intersections with traffic signals that were not working. Our traffic engineering teams have been working hard to get these repaired as soon as possible. If you come to an intersection where a traffic signal is not working or there's an issue, we ask that you please treat that traffic signal as if it's a four-way stop to be certain that you have the appropriate safety precautions. Orange County Fire Rescue teams are visiting nearly 100 assisted living facilities today to ensure conditions are safe at each location. Our shelters, we had great work being done by a team of volunteers at our shelters. Our 2 general population shelters and 2 special needs shelters house approximately 186 people overnight. A number of these people have been stranded at the Orlando International Airport when the airport closed operations yesterday, and quite frankly, they needed a place to stay. The need for emergency shelters due to the storm, however, have increased as the storm's intensity has decreased. The shelter located at West Orange Recreation Center will conclude its operations today at 4 p.m. However, the shelter location for general population at the Econ Center or shelter will remain open until further notice. I want to talk to you a little bit about the trash. People have called in to our 311 center and asked questions about it. So as a reminder, curbside collection has stopped in unincorporated Orange County, and the landfill and transfer stations are closed today, but we will reopen them tomorrow at 8 a.m. For customers in unincorporated Orange County, any form of trash, yard waste, or garbage pickup that was scheduled for today will be collected tomorrow. Regular Friday customers will now be picked up on Saturday. Residents who were scheduled for Wednesday's pickup will get their waste picked up next Wednesday. We thank you for your patience as we are recovering from now 2 storms within our community. You can find guidelines on how to properly place your yard waste materials for regular collection when it is safe to do so by going to our website at ocfl.net/greenclean. For storm debris questions, you can also visit our website at ocfl.net/storm, or you can simply call 311 if you are anywhere within Orange County. Orange County has issued a precautionary lake advisory due to Tropical Storm Nicole, which means all public boat ramps under the control of Orange County are currently closed. We ask that you please refrain from any recreational activity in the waters and refrain from any contact with water bodies until further notice. There is a threat of submerged and floating structures in our waters. In some of our lake bodies, there are boat ramps and other ramps that go out into the waterways, and some are obstructed at this time. The ramps will remain closed until Orange County Parks and Recreation conducts an evaluation for each of those locations. The Lynx bus service is back operational as of 3 p.m. today. The Orlando International Airport ceased operations yesterday, but I'm told that later this afternoon the airport will be making announcements about the reopening of the airport. So stand by for further direction in that regard. We do have some good news, however. Orange County government buildings will reopen tomorrow at normal operating hours. The property appraiser's office is closed through the weekend, however, and will be reopening on Monday. The Orange County Controller has advised that their office is closed today, but will also reopen tomorrow. The Orange County courts will be closed tomorrow for Veterans Day and will resume operations on Monday. The Orange County Public Schools has released a statement and asked that I provide this to you. Orange County Public School leaders have sent a statement saying that they will begin the process of assessing their schools for damages first thing tomorrow morning, which is Friday morning. As a reminder, all schools and district facilities will remain closed to the public tomorrow, Friday, November the 11th. However, all 12-month employees will report to their schools and work locations at their regularly scheduled times. At this point, I'm going to ask our energy companies to come forward. First, we'll start with the Orlando Utilities Commission, and Ms. Avillas will come forward, and she will be followed by the representative from Duke Energy, Ms. Sally Thielen. They'll come in that order.
Thank you, Mayor. So many Floridians have been impacted by this powerful storm. On behalf of the entire OUC team, please know that our thoughts are with you. We appreciate all the crews and emergency personnel working to restore power and help people in communities throughout Florida. This morning, OUC's outages peaked at over 28,000 at around 8 a.m. Crews began work after winds had subsided enough for them to safely begin assessing our service territory and commencing power restoration. As of 2:30 p.m. today, we have approximately 13,000 customers that still have no power, which means OUC crews have been able to restore about 53% of our total outages. The work continues. OUC crews consisting of about 180 resources made up of assessors, line technicians, tree trimmers, safety technicians, and others are in the field making the necessary repairs to restore remaining outages as quickly and safely as possible. We also have water trouble technicians available to respond to water issues and actively working in the field. As a reminder, our electric restoration process begins with a focus first on critical customers, and then we make repairs that will restore power to the largest number of customers in the quickest manner possible. Finally, we then work down to the individual customers. We expect to have our system substantially restored by noon on Friday. We want to ensure residents to never forget the powerful nature of electric lines and equipment. As the mayor said, the equipment is just incredibly dangerous, down power lines, and should never be handled by untrained hands. Please remember, under any circumstances, if you come across a down power line, to please call 911 or your local utility. Also, electric and water don't mix. It's imperative to stay away from pooled water that may be impacted by down lines or other electrical equipment. We also ask that you keep generator safety top of mind. Finally, OUC customers should visit ouc.com/Storm Center for important information and sign up for outage alerts offered in English and in Spanish by texting REG to 69682. You can rest assured we are working as quickly and safely as possible to restore our customers. Thank you for your patience and stay safe.
Thanks, Luz. My name's Sally Thielen. I'm with Duke Energy. Just a quick update on where we are in Orange County. As of 2:30, we had 18,378 customers out in the county, which is about 4% of the customers that we serve here. Just a reminder, from a restoration perspective, when Duke Energy is restoring power, like most utilities, we're going to go for the critical infrastructure, public safety, any kind of emergency, 911, that sort of entity first. Then we'll drill down into transmission line outages that we're able to restore the largest number of customers. Once we bring those in, then down to the distribution level, which is what would go out into the neighborhoods where we would do the individual homes as well. We do expect at this point to have about 90% of all of our outages restored by midnight tonight. I think that's probably a testament to the 5,000 resources that we had on standby for this storm, for Tropical Storm Nicole. As you know, we've been briefing you all on our staging sites, and I can tell you that we had all of our resources at the sites early this morning, and they were ready to, get out there. With obviously the winds took a little bit of time before they could get out and get the bucket trucks up, but I'm happy to say that by early this afternoon, from a storm perspective overall in the state, we had already restored 100,000 customer outages since the storm began. Additionally, just to reiterate, can't say it often enough, that the down power lines are critical to make sure that you steer clear, call 911 or your local energy provider, just to make sure that we can keep everyone safe, and certainly generator safety make sure that you're operating any generator that you might be utilizing if you're experiencing a power outage safely. Make sure you're utilizing the utilities or the manual for the installation properly of that device, and ideally have it installed by a licensed electrician just to make sure that everyone stays safe. That's our briefing from Duke Energy, and we'll be happy to take any questions later if you have them.
Okay, we'll open it up for any questions at this time. Just as a reminder, if there are any questions by the Spanish-speaking media in Spanish, then we will accommodate that. So, any questions? Okay, if there are no questions, we'll just say to all of you all, thank you very much for joining us. Be safe, and we will inform you later if there's a subsequent press briefing related to this storm.